Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. My name is DFree. Here today, we have information pertaining to not one, not two, not three, but 4 upcoming Extreme Z Awaken units. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that subscribe if you are new for more content. Let me know in the comment section down below what changes you would make to these units after you've watched the videos, what things you were excited about with these units as far as how they came out and stuff like that, and all that stuff. So that being said, this Trunks is getting an Extreme Z area event, just like the exchange units that came out just a few weeks ago. So he's getting an event like that. So the free Trunks unit from the History of Trunks story event that recently got updated on the Japanese version of the game. Speaking of Japanese version, all of these units are coming to the Japanese version only for now, right? Not only that, though, the upcoming EZA for Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken was announced in the news. We will have information pertaining to what the unit can do. But also, the other 2 EZAs are STR Super Saiyan GOTENKS. Very, very big fan of this EZA, potentially being really, really good for this guy. Because a funny thing about this guy is, even upon release back in 2016, he was in a really weird spot because the main leader for this team was Omega Shenron, and he didn't really fit super well. So, other than that, though, very, very excited for what he could potentially be. But not only that, the physical GOTENKS getting his EZA too. So let's go ahead and check out some of those translations, courtesy of my friend Goresh. The first thing I want to mention is in the new update for Dokkan JP, of course, version 4.60, a lot of things did change, but one thing that they did change is they changed the wording of some passive skills that include the phrase from the start of the turn to from first appearance. So this doesn't change the effect, it's just the wording that's different. So this was relevant because it's a new change to the verbiage of the game, but also it's going to be relevant for some of these units, I imagine. So I wanted to point that out. But again, they changed the wording of passive skills that included the phrase from the start of the turn. So, like, you know, this boost from the start of the turn, whatever the case is, to from first appearance, meaning when they first show up, which is what? Yeah, that's what I would imagine with that. From first appearance would be from when they first show up. So, yeah. And the thing about that is, from the start of the turn, I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at it. I'm not gonna really get into what I'm really thinking right now. It's probably late, and I'm just crazy. Okay, so let's look at the Trunks unit here. 2 key, 70% leader skill for int types. So, causes supreme damage and lowers attack and defense on the super attack. His passive skill is defense plus 100% at the start of the turn, and attack plus 100% when there are 2 or less enemies. Further, attack plus 50% and great chance to perform a critical hit if there is an android's category enemy. That's actually a very good upgrade to a free unit, I'd say. Where's he at? So here's how he was previously. 70% when facing 2 or fewer enemies. That's all. That's all, man. That's a really good upgrade for a unit like this. Apparently this EZA comes into the game really, really soon. So we'll probably have showcases and stuff like that going for you guys over the course of the next couple of days for all these units. But that's a really good upgrade for him. He also did not have key on the leader skill previously, and the super attack did not have any sort of status ailments or anything like that. So very good upgrade. Linksar, Golden Warrior, Saiyan Lineage, Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Prepare for Battle, Dismal Future, and Fierce Battle. So free unit with Fierce Battle. Not incredibly common, but still really common, I'd say. But not like super common. So very nice to have those units being relevant. And also this unit is a character that is from the Cell Saga category too, if you're looking for more units to kind of plug into that team to be relevant. And he's going to be another character that versus any sort of Legends Fight Cell type of, or Legendary Goku type of Cell event or anything like that pertaining to an android, another character that'll just body it pretty much. He'll have another attack increase, he'll have a crit chance bonus, he'll be really good there. And again, free unit at EZAs, might as well. So for the next one, we have Physical GOTENKS. All types leader skill, 3 key, 77% to all stats. Immense damage and super attack ceiling. Passive skill is attack plus 120% when performing a super attack. Key plus 1 and defense plus 30% whenever a super attack is performed, up to a maximum of 3 key and 120% defense. This is a really interesting type of passive. It's different. We don't get passives like this. Like when a super attack is performed, get a stacking bonus. Like that's different. So the first thing I want to mention on this, by the way, I should have mentioned this in the beginning of the video, is just know that while leaks are generally 99% of the time accurate, nothing is official until it is official in the actual game. But again, this should be accurate information. I wouldn't feel confident reporting it. Neither would Goresh if it wasn't. But just I want to point that out because there's always that 1% chance or whatever. So, okay, so my initial issue with Gotenks is lack of viability early on. He needs to launch supers, and it could be a minor thing, but like for the first turn of Super Battle Road, he's gonna be in a really weird spot. I mean, like Super Battle Road or even harder content in general, he's in a really weird spot. He's lucky he can seal the enemy if they're sealable anyway. So he doesn't have to take a super attack, but he'll still take a ton of damage before he can get his defense going. So for like the first couple of turns, he still kind of has the same problem that he had initially, which was lack of defense in an era of the game that hits way too hard to have no defense, pretty much. But after that first couple of rotations with him, which is honestly 2, 4 turns, however many turns it is, depending on when he shows up. The first turn, the third turn, 5th turn, again, depending on when he shows up on rotation, how many chances you get to super attack with him. After however many attacks you can get, he's finally good, but at least defensively. But again, other than that, though, going to hit really hard, immense damage, 120 attack, sealing, all that's really good. So he's not a bad unit by any means. Also, he's going to have those Easy A stats, that Easy A level 15 super attack. Going to hit really hard, going to blend really well on teams he's applicable to, especially with the Fusion team overall. Like, the Fusion team, he's going to fit just fine like he did previously. Majin Buu Saga, Youth, these are all teams he will fit incredibly well on. Also might sneak into Super Saiyans as one of their better options too. I'd have to look at that list of characters on another video. But again, overall, awesome unit. Definitely going to be very, very relevant. Just has that one little wart. But again, it's not really relevant after the first few turns. And versus an event like the Goku event or whatever, where the event goes long anyway, it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at STR Gotenks. So STR types 2 key, 70% to all stats. Raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage with a medium chance to stun. Another one of those units. I swear there's only like a handful of them in the game. Krillin, the Int Krillin, the new Piccolo, Dokkan Fest Piccolo. There's only a few in the game that do like this double effect thing, you know? Stun and stack. Like this is, and also the exchange Gohan and Goku card. Like there's not a lot of those, so those are always nice. Attack and defense plus 80%. Ooh, he's a support unit. Hello? Wait. Attack and defense plus 80% at the start of the turn, I'm imagining. All allies keep +1 and 40% attack and defense when there are 2 or 2 or more. Oh. Well, he's going to be really good for the World Tournament. He's going to be really good for the World Tournament. Outside of World Tournament, he's going to be good. He's just not going to be anywhere near as good. 40% and a key is really good, man. But 2 or more enemies, 2 or less would be probably broken, man. But, like, oh my god. If his super attack did mass damage, he'd be, like, the best World Tournament card, one of them. I was really excited for his upgrade just because he didn't do much. Like, he never had a chance to... Again, I've played the game since it came out, and he never really... And some people would find success with him, but he never really was super relevant, even in that era. Again, it has a good link set. He's going to be good on the same teams as the other Gotenks. But I'd struggle to use this one unless you're versus 2 enemies or more, pretty much for the duration of that event. I'd struggle to use the STR over the physical, for example. The attack and defense raise will probably be like a 30% raise or something like that, to where it's not like super relevant. I'd have to see it in action. But the medium chance to stun is nice. But I think I'd rather just take the ceiling. Yeah. Well, at least this one doesn't have that issue of not being able to block a hit in the very beginning. In fact, he'll be able to block pretty well early on because of the fact he raises defense. This one's pretty dope. I like it. It's pretty simple, to be honest, outside of like modes like the World Tournament where there's 2 or more enemies. All right, so now for the big hitter, the one we've all been waiting for. Blue Kaioken. AGL types 3 key, 120% attack, HP, and defense. Greatly raises attack and causes immense damage to the enemy while sacrificing 5%. Wait, a great attack raise? It's limitless? That's a limitless raise? Did they really do that? Did they give this man a limitless attack raise? It's not for 1 turn? Wait, what? It's not for 1 turn? I can't. Huh? No way. They didn't do that. What? Dog. Oh, okay. All right. Attack and defense plus 59% at the start of the turn. Further, attack and defense plus 59% for 10 turns from first appearance. Okay, so they gave him his 10-turn restriction for another 59%. And then he gets a further 59% and perform a crit after 9 turns have elapsed, once only. I'm assuming that after the 9 turns, he keeps that 59%. Or maybe it's, you know, it would actually make sense for the character to, after 9 turns. Wait. After 9 turns have elapsed, that means there's a 1-turn period in there where you have access to his whole passive, because the other one's for 10 turns. But after that 10th turn, he pretty much just only has his start of the turn boost. Either only that, or he'll also keep the 59% from the last part of the passive. But he also greatly raises attack, which is like a 50% raise per super. This guy is going to hit like a freaking madman. For 10 turns anyway. He is going to hit so hard. What? There's no stacker units here. 50%. I'm certain that's 50%. Let me pull up Cell, who greatly raises. It could be, for the record, it could be more, it could be less, depending on how they want to do it. Yeah, greatly raise is traditionally 50%, though. My goodness. It's got to be for a turn, right? Did they really give him a limitless attack? Well, I'll say he's going to get hit kind of decently hard after the 10th turn, which makes him not so great versus the Goku event, but versus everything else he bodies, including Super Battle Road. Because you shouldn't take 10 turns really versus there. And then if you do, he just one-shots it pretty much by giving you a crit. So, wow. This guy is really good. He's really impressive. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up if you did. Be sure to follow Goresh over on Twitter @GoreshX. And thank you all for your support, and I'll catch all of you in the next one.